Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna ask the question again. What was your impression and what did you know about LABattoir before you came here?
Um, okay, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, we had some impressions from Max and Christoph, and one thing that stuck out to me was the openness of the aims of the organization and not being too limiting to participants. That um, that it was really open to the interpretations of the people involved, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, I would think I would have answered somewhat similar. But yeah, it was nice to have sort of a clean canvas where you can sort of experiment and express things you're interested in. So.
So what have you been doing this week? I mean, why did you come and how did this materialize your goal?
Yeah, so we're working on back home in Bergen a course by Christoph and Tom called Spaces for Work, where we sort of look into work today and how it's shaping our society and sort of introduce speculations of how the future of this might be. We are arranging workshops based on our topics, and we are also participating in different workshops here. So you maybe want to add?
Yeah, and yeah, so it's been nice to develop our own ideas that we had already from school, and then also see what happens when we bring those ideas to people outside of our class, and also learn from what other people are doing here. Yeah, so it's been good.
And what were the topics that you discussed? I know that you had afternoon sessions, 90-minute sessions on specific topics related to the future of work. So what were those topics? Because I know that they are very broad. So I'm curious to see how you can really limit the conversation into 90 seconds, 90 minutes. So what were they and how did the discussion evolve?
I guess in a way, yeah, that's kind of like a similarity between LABattoir and the course we're doing at school. It's very open, and yeah, we did have a range of topics. So we thought about private and public space in a future where work might have changed. We also looked at work in the home, like maybe there'll be a trend to working from home and how that might affect society generally. We looked at nomadism, so maybe people will have to go and find work in different regions and countries and that sort of thing, rather than having one base. So yeah, that's a few examples. We had quite a lot, and yeah, we have the struggle as well as architecture students. We have to take these broad ideas and then focus them into some architectural project or proposition. So yeah, that's kind of the next phase, I suppose.
Yeah, and I think because we will always work sort of with the subjectivity of humans, because they're sort of the main focus of architecture, and I think it's really nice now we've gathered, we're a class from Switzerland and a class from Bergen and then the class from Thessaloniki, so we got sort of the mix and different inputs from all these different countries, which I think sort of it paints a broader image for us that we sort of can use to materialize our project when we get home. Yeah.
So is now the project a bit clearer for you, or is LABattoir's role in the future of work a bit clearer, more specific?
Yeah, it's certainly adding sort of more to our like mind library of how a working situation can be. And this space is really like fluid. When you have like people working on different things right next to each other and moving in between, so you get, and it's I think it's been really interesting to see sort of how this has affected the different things, because there are so many layers of activities on top of each other. So I think it's been a really nice experience to have tested this on sort of on materializing our project. I think shapes are starting to be drawn from the workshops.
Yeah, and it's amazing to have this space because, yeah, otherwise we'd be working just on paper, but it's really nice to test it at a one-to-one and human scale.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.